Welcome to the January edition of Domenic's Wine Cellar. Pan-seared duck, with its crisp skin and its succulent meat, is a long-time, old-fashioned winter favorite here in New England. But with duck, two questions abound. Number one, how do you prepare it well? And number two, what wine do you serve with it? Well, you know I've got the answer to question number two. But to help me with question number one, I've brought on John Lawrence, co-owner and executive chef here at Peppers Fine Food Caterers in Northborough. And nobody does duck better than John. John, how you doing?
Great, Dominic. Good to see you again.
Good to see you. Good to see you as always. Thank you very much for having us today.
I look forward to it. This is great.
This is John Lawrence. He is the co-owner and the executive chef at Peppers Fine Food Catering here in Northborough. And as I said before, nobody does duck quite like John. So he's going to talk to us a little bit about his pan-seared duck and all of the ingredients and all of the work that goes into preparing this great winter dish. John, what's duck all about and how do you do it right?
Well, what we're doing today is a pan-roasted duck breast, and it's a great winter dish. Winter we're kind of hibernating a little bit. We need a little more fat, if you will, to make us feel a little bit better.
That's true.
Some good fatty meat and a wonderful red wine, and you can't get any better than that.
No, you can't really.
And so today we're going to do a garlic and peppercorn marinated duck breast. We're going to be pan roasting it, and we're going to accompany it to one of our risottos. Thinking that here it is, winter again, so we're going to do a nice butternut squash risotto with some bacon. Once again, boosting up that really aromatic and fatty profile. All right, so a little bit of butternut squash, scallion, a little onion flavor, and then some sun-dried tomato. Beautiful.
This is a parallel to the wine we're choosing today because the grapes in the wine that we've chosen today are actually dried out to some level so that there's less liquid in the wine to dilute the wine as it's pressed. So there's more concentration of real rich berry fruit, and that's exactly what John's talking about in those sun-dried tomatoes.
Dominic, I'd like you to introduce you to John Watkins, one of the members of our culinary team.
Pleasure to meet you, John.
John is helping out, and he's making a nice duck demi-glace, and he's going to be using the wine that you've recommended for this dish. So.
Absolutely. I noticed that. That's great. And you should know at home, too, it's perfectly acceptable, in fact encouraged, to cook with the wine that you're going to be drinking. It adds parallel to of course, the total experience. And so what John's doing is he's adding this to the demi. John, what is in this demi that we should know about?
Well, basically what I've done here is I'm sweating down some shallots and some butter, and now that they turn a translucent color, I'm adding the wine to that.
Fantastic.
And I'm going to reduce it there and then add my duck stock and some cranberries to give it that, that velvety feel.
So we've marinated this in garlic and black pepper, and actually I did a little bit of sun-dried tomato puree in there also. I've got my pan preheated here. You can see it's got a little bit of heat already rising from it. Okay.
Music.
Yeah.
That duck looks terrific. John Watkins and John Lawrence of Peppers Fine Food Catering. I want to thank both of you. You should really check them out at pepperscatering.com. Actually, gentlemen, I need a glass myself. Reminding you to check us out January 24th and 25th for a live food and wine accompaniment at the Wedding Expo. Check weddingexpo.com and we'll see you there, 24th and 25th. Thanks also to Peppers and, of course, to KJ Baarons. Gentlemen, thank you for the wonderful duck.
Beautiful.
Buon appetito.